You wake up when your body is ready. No alarm, no notification. The light does it. Your own biology does it. The way it was always supposed to. For 99% of human history. This wasn't a luxury. It was just Tuesday. Right now, the average person spends roughly 90,000 hours of their life at work. That's over 10 full years. Productive. Output-driven, you probably assume ancient humans were even busier, hunting every hour of daylight. Struggling. Always struggling, just to stay alive. You would be wrong. The most important thing to understand is what kind of humans we are talking about. Not ancient Rome. Not medieval peasants. We are going back much further. To the hunter-gatherers. The people who lived the way Homo sapiens lived for the vast majority of our existence. Roughly 300,000 years of mornings, with no alarm, no landlord, no quarterly review. In 1966, anthropologist Marshall Sahlins stood up at a conference in Chicago and called hunter-gatherers the original affluent society. Not because they had a lot of stuff, because they had a lot of time. People were working, on average, somewhere between 3 and 5 hours a day to meet all of their basic needs. The rest was theirs. In 1963, anthropologist Richard Lee spent months living alongside the Juansi people of the Kalahari. He weighed their food. He timed their foraging. What he found was that the Juansi needed to forage roughly 5 days per week to feed themselves completely. The rest of the week was something else entirely. So what was it? Let's reconstruct a day. Somewhere in East Africa, roughly 50,000 years ago. An ordinary one. You wake before full sunrise. The camp is small. Maybe 15 to 30 people. A fire is still going. Children are already awake and chaotic. Older kids watch the younger ones. No formal instruction required. The morning moves slowly. On purpose. People eat what is left from the night before. Daytalk. They groom each other, not for vanity. Anthropologist Robin Dunbar has argued that social grooming is what holds primate groups together, and that language itself evolved as a kind of vocal grooming, a way to bond with more people at once than your hands could reach. Your ancestors talked a lot. Sometime mid-morning, the actual work begins. A group moves out together. Tubers, berries, nuts, roots. The Hadza people of Tanzania, studied extensively by anthropologist Frank Marlowe, show that foraging trips typically last 3 to 4 hours. Then people come back. Then the day opens up again. Men may go hunting, or they may not. Hunting is inconsistent. A hunt can take all day and return nothing. Hunt kan take 3 days. Hunter-gatherers do not schedule hunting the way you schedule meetings. They read the landscape, and sometimes they decide, today is not a hunting day, and that decision is entirely legitimate. When the work is done, the afternoon stretches out. This is the part that feels almost impossible to believe. Your ancestors rested, without guilt. Teinaped. They made things. They told stories. Anthropologist Polly Wiessner spent decades studying the Juansi and documented what their evenings actually looked like. During the day, most conversation was practical. But at night, around the fire, roughly 81% of talk was stories. Narratives. Things that happened or might happen or had happened to people long gone. The campfire was the original social network, the original classroom. Around that fire, your ancestors passed down everything they knew about plants, animals, danger, and each other. They sang. They danced. Not as performance, as participation. Everyone. Now here is the twist. About 12,000 years ago, everything changed. Humans began farming, settling in one place. And for a long time, we told ourselves this was progress, that agriculture freed us. The skeletons tell a different story. When archaeologists compare pre-agricultural and post-agricultural human remains, the pattern is striking. With farming, average height drops, bone density decreases, signs of malnutrition appear in teeth and joints, infectious disease spikes, because dense settlements are disease incubators. Bioarchaeologist Clark Spencer Larson has documented this pattern across multiple continents and thousands of remains. The trap closed slowly. And here you are. You work 40, 50, 60 hours a week. You feel behind. You scroll through your phone at night. Not because you want to, but because your nervous system is still running a very old program. Looking for the campfire. Looking for the stories. Looking for something that says, the group is still there and the night is safe. The thing you are searching for at 11 p.m. Ona tuesday. Tatease. That connection. That time that belongs to you. Your ancestors had it, not because they were wiser, but because the structure of their days was built around what human beings actually need. You wake up when your body is ready. For 99% of human history, that was not a dream. That was just Tuesday. Maybe the question is not why they had so much time. Maybe the question is what exactly we were so busy building that we gave it away.